it's Elisa
and Jen,
and we're here at Captivated by Him to let you know about Emotions, a Biblical View. And this was a book project that I had the privilege of being involved in, and it has actually now evolved into a conference that we are speaking on the topics that we wrote about as the authors. So that conference is coming up. We've been speaking on it internationally and nationally already, so you know that it is going to be good.
Yes, and today we're so excited to show you this little trailer that was made that shows about how all women of different ages do struggle with emotions, and my friend Michelle stars in it, as well as this lady right here, Elisa. Wow. And we hope that it will make you even more thrilled for the upcoming conference. So here it is.
Oh my, okay, I just got out of another conversation with Grandma, and it was rough, man. I had to count to 100 under my breath to keep from saying something I didn't want to say. She just always has to criticize something, whether it's what I wear or how much time I spend at church. Yeah, I promise you that I love Grandma. I really, really do. Otherwise, I wouldn't be having these conversations with her, but it's tough. And with all these emotions, I just wish they'd all these emotions, everything, they'd all just go away, and it would be so much easier.
Okay, first of all, calm down, breathe in, let it out. Okay, I'm not saying that Grandma's words aren't harsh. She can be hard on your case sometimes, but that doesn't mean that you need to hate your emotions. God made us with emotions. God actually himself has emotions, and he made us in his image, which means that we also get to be emotional. And that means that we can have emotions that ultimately point back to Christ and glorify God.
Yeah, well, you know, what she says about the church, for example, when she says the thing that she says, it really hurts. I love the church. They're my family. I would do anything that I could to protect the church. So when she says some of those things, it really cuts me, you know what I mean? So, and she knows that. She knows how to make me upset. She knows how to get me where it hurts. She knows how to push my buttons. I just don't know what to do with all that.
Well, I'm not saying that it's easy, but just because it's not easy doesn't mean that you can't do it. Remember, think back to how Christ suffered. You know how Christ suffered? He was put on the cross and he died for our sins. And he was put in a very hard place, emotionally speaking, too. So when you put Christ versus your situation right now, one is going to pale in comparison, right? It puts things into perspective. And if Christ can do that, and he's given us the power to also be like him, then we can also align our emotions biblically, too.
Okay, well, that makes sense when you put it like that. But how about, Mom? You know, she's, so envious of those two ladies at church. Oh my goodness, her kid just got into Harvard, and they're going to be a lawyer, and they're going to be a doctor, and they're going to be an engineer.
And here we are.
Here we are!
Yeah. Well, I'm not saying that all emotions are good. We're sinful people, and we're sinners, and so we're capable of feeling emotions in a sinful way, too. I struggle with that, Mom struggles with that, Grandma struggles with that, you struggle with that, because we're all sinners. But if we rely on God and depend on him, we can feel emotions in a biblical way, because he's given us access to that when he saved us.
Yeah, I just think I really need to get in control of my emotions, and then I'd be a whole lot stronger of a person.
Okay, well, you're not the first person to wish that. I wish that too. But we can depend on God to feel things biblically. We don't have to be dictated by our emotions, and we don't have to be controlled by our emotions. We can actually control our emotions because God has given us ability to do that. And we can use our emotions to also glorify God, because that's how he made us. Emotions and all.
Have you ever regretted having emotions? Did you ever think emotions were all bad or they're out of your control? Wouldn't you love to learn more about godly emotions and how to make your emotions count? How to not be emotionally fragile, but a strong woman of God? These are just a few topics we will be covering at our upcoming women's conference, Emotions, a Biblical View. It'll be a virtual conference, so even if you are across the world, you can tune in for the whole weekend. We would love to see you there. Feel free to invite family members, church friends, coworkers, or anyone else who you'd like to spend the weekend with virtually, learning more about godly emotions. Join us on April 9th to 11th, 2021. For more information, you can visit our website. It will be an excellent weekend. of good teaching and fellowship with other women. Get excited and register today.
This video is really relatable, thanks Elisa. But I'm sure we've all gone through some kind of angst with our families, especially sometimes if our family is unsaved. And as women, we have emotions when we're comparing with others and sometimes just caught up and captivated by the discontentment that we have in life.
Yeah, so if you were comforted by some of the principles shared in this video, you should come out to our conference because a whole weekend full of biblical principles about emotions are going to be shared. And we know that this is going to be really good because it's been comforting to us, and we hope that's going to be comforting to you to know how we can employ emotions in a way that's going to honor the Lord. So we really want to encourage you to come out to this conference because we know it's going to be so helpful for you. And as Jen mentioned, don't we all need help when it comes to emotions? So check out our website or the link in the description below so that you know how to sign up right now. And we hope to see you next time at Captivated by Him. But until then, stay captivated.